Next batch of articles. We got an update on
Looking back,
Wolverine. We got an update on Wolverine. Insomniac's Wolverine dev refuses to comment on 2025 release date, acknowledges pent-up excitement. Insomniac Games is pressing ahead with its next game, but it will do so without longtime boss Ted Price, who's retiring in March. For those unaware, Insomniac Games is changing leadership. I didn't really say this article because I didn't think anybody cared, but yeah, they're changing leadership at the company. Excuse me. One of Insomniac's upcoming games is a new Wolverine title, and fans are very excited to see it and learn more.
Let's remind me of every bit of the Master Emerald that fits up my
Yo,
ass.
shout out to Nightmare with the bits. I appreciate you. One of the new Insomniac bosses, Chad Durzen, told Variety that the studio would love to talk more about Wolverine, but they can't just yet. We have to be like Logan today and remain very stoic until it's time to pop the claws down the road, he said. As much as we are excited about it, we still got to hold on to it. What the fuck was that? So that's about as much as we could say about our upcoming project. AI article. Yeah, my brain just what are you saying, bro? No proofreading. Discern also refused to, cause sometimes I'll be messing up. I'm like, am I misreading that? Nah, that's the article. Discern also refused to confirm or deny if the new Wolverine game will release in 2025. This is an example of what I mean when I say this is the downside of having to put out an article every 30 minutes. The internet moves so goddamn fast. Had a stroke reading that shit. Bad actors hacked Insomniac, as we know. And I'm gonna be honest, I think the reason we haven't seen more of this game is because of the hackers. I think we'd have gotten more info about this game if the hackers didn't spoil so much. So I'm gonna blame y'all. Cause like, we don't know, it's supposed to come out this year, but we still haven't seen it. They shown things that weren't supposed to be shown yet. Then you had half the internet saying this shit is trash because people don't understand game development. Shit, people don't even understand marketing. I seen a top 10 stupid ass comment on YouTube. Let me see if I can find this shit, bro. Hold on, let me, oh no, it was on the Hokage highlights. I don't need to be on my main account. Let me see if I can find it. Which video was it under?
My name's the Black Hokage, aka
it was on today. It was the AC Shadows. It was something about marketing that made me just lose brain cells. Dude, relax. He was like upset that they were showing the game. Oh, here we go. This dumbass comment. And look, this shit got 2 thumbs up, by the way. This comes from Chum Calm Down. I'm sorry, but Assassin's Creed Shadows looks mid to bad. The fact they have to share all this info on the game before it even drops, that's not really good. So now we're upset because they're showing the game? You can say that you're not interested or you don't like it, but you think the game's gonna be bad because they're promoting what they're trying to sell? By that logic, every game that's ever had a game trailer is terrible. And you want to know you want to know what's so flawed about this logic? If Ubisoft didn't show the game, then you would say, what are you guys trying to hide? It's supposed to come out in March. That's how I know this shit gonna be trash, because you ain't showing it. I read this comment. I said, nigga, this is why y'all watch me and not the other way around. Be quiet. This is also why I said you gotta be careful about who you listen to on the fucking internet, bruh. Like, be for real. Exactly, be for real. That's a horrible take. And it got 2 thumbs up. What the fuck are we talking about? Facts, you can't win. Just say you're not interested. That is completely fine. I would ignore. I didn't care. You're allowed to be disinterested in stuff. But like, I know this shit gonna be trash because they showed it to us. That's like, chat. That's like saying, right? You've been sliding up on Shorty's story for like the last month. You've been trying to holler at her, been telling her how good you look. She finally responded to one of your DMs, right? She agrees to hang out with you. She come through to the crib. You Netflixing and chilling, right? Pretty face, slim waist, some nice titties, fat ass. No sex before marriage, but this is all hypothetical. Fat ass. She take her clothes off. I don't think I want to fuck anymore because you showed me your pussy. Like, what the about, bro? What are you talking about? I don't think I want to. You showed me it, so I don't think I like it anymore. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And this is why I say we need to bring shame back. We need to bring shame back. And I can't stress this enough. Chat, these people are allowed to vote. We're just talking about video games. We're talking about lighthearted stuff. But if you're not able to process basic marketing of a product, it concerns me you're allowed to vote on more serious things. I'm gonna leave it at that. If you got dumbass friends, it's time to start calling them out. And then people will be like, why don't you talk to the comment section on YouTube? If you're in the YouTube right now, I can see y'all being cool. I'm not talking about y'all right now. But it's just some days I look at the YouTube chat and I say, I'm not looking at y'all for the rest of the night for my own mental health, man. I don't know what be going on over there. The guy below him is even crazier. Mofo Blessing. Wait, what happened? What'd I miss? Ghost of Tsushima is mediocre. This looks a lot better. Like, why can't they both be good? I don't know if this comment is worth. This one's bad. But like, why can't you like both games? We got to stop doing that shit too. Corporate cocksucking. Why can't you like both games? I hope this game is good. If it's not, we'll rag on it. But I do hope that it's good.
It's okay that you can only afford to donate a single sub. I can only afford to love Sonic.
Yo, shout out to
totally
Jordan with the sub. Appreciate you. What else I got for you? So that's my update on Wolverine and Assassin's Creed. Oh, Mass Effect. How far along is Mass Effect 5? Former dev provides some insight. So for those unaware, now that we have Dragon Age Veilguard out, BioWare is now officially working on Mass Effect 5 full time. Now the Dragon Age Veilguard is shipped and BioWare is free to pour its resources into the 5th entry in the Mass Effect series, players are naturally getting excited. But according to former executive producer Mark Dara, it's taken some time for BioWare to really get the game development wheels turning. Mass Effect isn't ready to suddenly have a team of 250 to 300 people working on it, Dara said in a newly released video documenting the production of Veilguard. In the past, when BioWare was toying with being on just one project like on Anthem or Veilguard, the project was up and running at full speed, so it was able to suck in every available resource. Hey, yo. It had enough existing infrastructure that it was able to absorb everything. It was sucking hard. That's not exactly what's happening with Mass Effect 5, Dara continued. You see, this is when you go onto people's social media profiles, people who worked on the Veilguard, some of them are going to work on Mass Effect, but some of them are moving on to other parts of EA's organization because Mass Effect isn't ready for them. Dara worked for BioWare 23 years, so although he may not be the current employee, he does likely have a pretty good idea of the studio's inner working. At any rate, the lack of advertising for ME5 also suggests that the game's development is still in its infancy. It was first announced in 2020, but it's been cricket since then. They announced it way too soon, in my opinion. This decision to focus on the game one game at a time might be great, Dara said, for BioWare's steady, focused approach to the game development. Because what it means is BioWare, for really the first time ever, is able to singularly focus on a single project. It's able to put all of its attention on a single project. It's able to put everything it has towards a single goal, which is making the best Mass Effect it possibly can. My counter argument to that is, if this is the first time in BioWare's history they've ever worked on one game at a time, that's not a good argument that's actually setting the company up to fail. Because what that means is, when they were working on KOTOR, they were working on Jade Empire. And when they were working on Jade Empire, they were working on Mass Effect. So they have a history of multitasking and making fucking amazing games. So to say that like, oh, we're working on one game at a time, and this is coming from a Mass Effect fan, I'm being 100% unbiased. You're kind of setting them up for failure. Just say, I think they're working really hard on it and they're trying to put their best effort forward. Because like, I don't know if that's a strong argument. We're solely focused on that. Doesn't guarantee the game's going to be good, because I could argue the best games that they made is when they were multitasking. So we know for a fact they made 2 mistakes announcing it too early and doing this announcement here. Pretty much, you have to produce now with this being your only focus. I hope they get it together. I hope that, is this a Marvel Rivals channel? It's not a Marvel Rivals channel, but I'm playing Marvel Rivals later. I'm just talking about the news. I hope that the game does good, but especially because you're a former employee, you should probably be quiet. Like 2020 and still in its infancy. Yeah, they announced this shit way too early. but couldn't it give them more time to refine things? How much more time do they need? They announced the game 5 years ago. They haven't even started it. As long as they take their time, we cool. That means we probably are not going to see this game until 2027, 2028. And that's assuming they have all the writing done, right? Because the beauty of Mass Effect is how deep the stories are, the lore, the choices that you get to make. Assuming the story's done with all the dialogue, the game should come out in the next 2 years because then they could just focus on the programming and stuff like that. But I don't know how far along they are with the story. You're assuming we're going to be alive in 2028? Yo, chill, fucking chill, dude. Yeah. We'll see, though. That's my Mass Effect 5 update for you guys. We're hoping for the best, though. You know who's not hoping for the best or assuming the best? Analysts. Analysts are fearful that the Switch 2 will be another Wii U situation. So far, Nintendo's only announcement about the Nintendo Switch 2 has been, I don't know how to pronounce that shit. Eucernimus? How you pronounce that? I understand what it means. How the fuck you pronounce that shit?
Unceremonious.
Unceremonious. I do know that word, unceremonious. I haven't seen it in a while. My dumb ass. Unceremonious. It has been an unceremonious first look at the trailer. Which, you know, by the way, I saw somebody leave a comment on Hokage highlights. There was another, maybe it was like a stream or two ago, there was another word I didn't know. And I Googled it right away. And he left a comment. Shout out to you. You know who you are. I can't remember your name. But he said, yo, I respect the fuck out of the fact that this nigga was reading and he didn't know the word and he just Googled it instead of trying to act like it or skip over it. Yeah, why not? Like,
of Shadow having a BBC.
I do that for two reasons.
Wields that type of power.
Shout out to you for subbing. I do that for two reasons. A, I'm genuinely a curious person. You should never stop learning. Remember, there are 13 degrees to a black belt. You don't stop when you get the black belt. You keep going. So there's that. And then the second reason I do it is to show people like how easy it is to learn. Like, I understand how addicting it is to sit on fucking Instagram and double tap at booty pictures and twerk videos. But, you know, keep in mind, it's easier than ever to access information. All I did was right click the word and search. Like Kevin Garnett and what he said on live TV. Like, relinquish the fucking ego, bro. Relinquish the ego. We should always be learning. That said, if you're out of the loop, it may be a bit questionable exactly how the Switch 2 plans to capture its stake in the market besides being bigger and beefier version than the original Switch. At this point, we barely have even been told the first party release to expect at launch. The knowledge is right at your fingertips. Exactly. Download Perplexity. It's a great app. You can learn real quick by anything. A few game analysts have gone on record with Games Radar, and according to their predictions, the Switch 2 may not be the instant home run for Nintendo, especially when considering the company's past mistakes. After all, Nintendo's only other direct follow-up console, the Wii U, which succeeded the original Wii, was a massive failure for similar reasons. Excuse me. While the Switch 2 is already massive in name, it's important to remember that the Wii U also shared a name to the Wii, Nintendo's best-selling home console. As the failure of the Wii U signifies, a well-known name isn't well enough to sell a console by itself. An industry consultant told Games Radar, I can imagine normies being a bit confused. Sure, the Switch 2 makes a concrete distinction above the original with the number 2 title, something the Wii U title lacked, but it's nonetheless may prove confusing for the average consumer. What did I say? And some people were calling me stupid. What did I say? I said this like a couple streams ago. Some do not underestimate how fucking stupid some people are, man. Hold up, y'all. I gotta ban a Ku Klux Klan member in the YouTube chat. 1 second, y'all. Oh, it's not even showing up. I think it's, oh, it only shows up in the multi-chat. Never mind. Never mind. You can't even see that shit. Only I can see it. You said you did say it. Hey, just know nobody can see what you're typing in the chat. Anyways, what was I about to say? Yeah, I said it like a couple streams ago. Do not underestimate how stupid the average consumer is. And like, if you missed that stream, what I said is, yeah, it's called the Switch 2, but think about the average person who's at Walmart, Target, Costco, just strolling by, and you're strolling past the tech section, and your eyes might wander over there. But if that 2 on the box is not big enough and not bright enough, a lot of people are going to miss the 2 on the box, and they might not know it's different from the Switch. And you know what doesn't help it? the fact that on the box, the Nintendo Switch looks exactly the same as the Switch. So if you're just scrolling by and you see a box, but you don't see that too, and you see that Switch, a lot of dumbasses are going to assume that's a Nintendo Switch. That's what I was trying to argue, and he's literally agreeing with what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad product. I'm just saying you got to keep in mind, if you frequent my streams, you're probably an enthusiast. You're probably more hardcore than the average gamer. The person who just wants to hop on and play Marvel Rivals and Call of Duty, 2K, Madden, they're not really looking at the latest news and stuff like that. So it's really going to come down to like the software and like hardcore gamers hyping up the Switch too. Also, let me see if they bring it up. Toto also explains the only notable aspect of the Switch 2 is that it's the bigger version of the Nintendo Switch with a more user-friendly factor. So he's not bringing this up. Let me give you another example of why this has the potential to fail. And I don't want it to fail because I'm getting a Switch 2. I love Nintendo. Another reason this could potentially fail and be a Wii U situation is you got to keep in mind that people, we don't know... We don't know what the economy is going to look like a year or two from now. Somebody in the chat earlier when we were talking about Mass Effect said, yeah, if we survive to 2028, we don't know what the economy is going to look like in 2026, 2020. We don't know what the economy is going to look like in December of 2025. I don't know if you guys saw, but somebody passed an executive order today. Let's see. Trump 1965 bill. Trump rolls back bedrock civil rights measure in sweeping anti-DEI push. President Trump is issuing an executive order Tuesday night revoking decades of diversity and affirmative action practices in the federal government. Why does this matter? This takes the current anti-DEI activism on diversity, equity, and inclusion to a new level, abolishing decades of government standards on diversity and equal opportunity and seeking to crack down on in the private sector. Translation, all those things that, you know, our grandparents who are still alive marched for, to just be considered for a job, it might not matter. And you know the worst part about this is, not to get too political, but Black folks marched for this shit, and you know who benefited from it most? The Asian community and the Hispanic community. Y'all gonna find out the hard way. So why am I bringing this up? I'm gonna bring it back full circle. The point I'm trying to make to you is some of the protections that were in place for people of color in the workplace were removed today. So that means if you are unemployed right now, or if you lose your job in the next year, it might be a little bit harder to find a job because now workplaces can discriminate against you. Now I'm just talking to because most of my audience are people of color. So the point I'm trying to make to you is your money might be good now, but it might not be tomorrow. And it might be hard to find a job. So another reason why I was about to call it the Wii U, the Switch 2 could fail is there might be less spending power. That's the point I'm trying to make. You might have less spending power next year because you don't know where you're going to be. And if your house has less spending power, guess what becomes the most important thing? Food, water, shelter. Video games go out the door, except for PS4 niggas. They keep begging for shit even though they're unemployed. I don't know why. That's the point I'm trying to. I know, so I hate when people talk about politics. I'm relating it back to gaming, trying to simplify some things for you. This stuff does affect y'all, and if it doesn't affect you, it might affect somebody that you know. Hey, but just trying to put y'all on. So there's different reasons, and if that's the case too, where it's a situation where there's a decline in spending power in the United States, it's going to be an unfortunate situation for Nintendo because it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad product. But I mean, there's people got less money to spend. They got less money to spend. Yeah, PS4 niggas always gonna catch a stray. Eggs and games gonna cost the same price. By the way, and I'm gonna get off this. I saw an article. Eggs 37%. Wait, 30%. Egg prices up. I think it was 37%. Yep. Egg prices are up 37%, guys. we voted to keep those egg prices down. The people who said they voted for egg prices somehow had money to fly to DC and watch this nigga get inaugurated in the fucking Capitol Arena. But egg prices, this shit is a joke. Anyways, yeah, already laugh my ass off. It's political when the president does something that might affect the price of our games and groceries. Yeah. They voted for egg prices. Yeah, shit is fucking funny. Anyways, other Nintendo news. Nintendo of America's former president Reggie Fils-Aimé says Astro Bot almost outdid Nintendo. Wait, hold on. I gotta bring it back one more time. I don't know if you guys saw this, by the way. Trump. What's the name of the giant? Oh. So in that article, they're blaming the bird flu for the price hike on the price of eggs, right? Now, the bird flu is a disease. If we're going to combat this disease, we need as much information as possible. So not only did they roll back some stuff on diversity today in the workplace, this nigga also said for the federal health agencies, they need to stop telling us about what's going on. Y'all better, and your favorite streamers ain't talking about this, man. Your favorite streamers ain't talking. The World Health. So how are we supposed to combat the bird flu if we don't know what's going on? Because the people who report on this information, the latest science, they're not allowed to speak. They're being silenced. Stop talking about the pollen. Like, this shit does affect y'all. I can't say you're sick if they don't tell you. This shit is crazy, ain't it? This shit is fucking crazy. Read up on this. I'm gonna drop the link because I'm done talking about it. I'm able to relate this all to gaming. That's the funny part, bruh. I know some of your favorite streamers just gonna do they little dances on stream and shit, but I be reading, man. I be reading about what's going on in the world. The shit does matter. Nintendo of America's former president Reggie Fils-Aimé says Astro Bot almost outdid Nintendo at its own game. As a scientist, I'm getting concerned about this shit. We stopped trusting the experts and we started trusting conspiracy theories. Real life shit is going on, gang. It's a scary world. Real life shit, bro. Real life shit. Yo, shout out to Schmittis with the sub. Appreciate it.
Now I can afford a twist for my locks.
Former Nintendo of America president Reggie Fils-Aimé has joked that beloved PlayStation exclusive platformer Astro Bot almost outdid Nintendo at its own game. Big Haitian Reggie made the comment while presenting at the New York Game Awards, where Astro Bot took home Game of the Year, but also Best Music and Best Kids Game. What did he say? What did he actually say? Indeed, wait. And it's some of the worst conspiracy theories out there. I'm a 90s kid. Why is this our timeline? I know, right? As soon as we get to be adults, the shit is trash. Though Nintendo is famous for making games on all genres and has made many beloved franchises such as the Zelda, Pokemon, and more, it's perhaps the platforming Mario series. Yeah, we know. Indeed, Astro Bot director Nicholas Doucette paid tribute to Nintendo when accepting the Game of the Year award last month. Yeah, what did Reggie say? It's likely this comparison that Reggie... Wait, did I miss the quote? What the fuck? All right, we're just gonna read it all over. Glad this stream is consistent with the current events. I know it'd be going. I'm an adult, bro. I spend half my day just reading, so I at least know. And I think it's good I bring up some of the stuff and I just drop the link because, like, judging by some of y'all reactions about what's going on with the health agency, some of y'all in the chat didn't know that shit. Because some of y'all was like, "Wow, really? What the fuck?" So at least you know. Indeed, Astro Bot director Nicholas paid tribute to Nintendo when accepting the Game of the Year award, the Game Awards last month, saying, "I remember I was a kid in 1989 Christmas and I got a gray box. There was a game packed in. It was called Super Mario Bros. And it was a really, really great game. So we are in Japan. We're in Tokyo. They're in Kyoto. But I want to pay tribute to the company who really put like platformers and showed us innovation and quality consistency and inspired us to actually make the game that we made. And I managed to not mention them. Have you noticed? But you all know who they are."
I hope this new follower is
Was
as
that the
loyal
quote?
to you.
That was the quote.
Harley's dumbass.
I thought there was more than that. This is a nothing burger. I thought Reggie was gonna go in depth. That was the quote right there. I'm like, where the fuck is the quote? Am I reading this right? Like, I beat up to date on this, but I absolutely do appreciate you for keeping the community aware. Next paragraph is the quote. It's likely comparison that Reggie Fils-May had a mind during the show. I have to admit, he said Astro Bot. Yeah, that is the quote at the beginning. Yeah, this is a nothing burger. I thought he was going to actually go in depth and share what his thoughts. I mean, that's accurate. I agree. Astro Bot was a great game. All these years and Reggie still don't get his hair cut. I swear his hair don't grow. That's the funny part. This nigga just has a costume. I got to meet him. Cool guy. Sega unveils a player account system. Are you tired of making accounts for games? Bad news for you. Sega has introduced a new system for player accounts. A Sega account will connect all player games and services from both Sega and Atlas. It will also be a place for the two studios to share news, events, updates, and promotions about their titles. The accounts are free and anyone can register.
Unfortunately, dick riding is not a proper
To
form of
sweeten the pot, Sega will also offer bonuses and goodies to account members. The first reward people can unlock is a Kazuma Kiryu special outfit DLC for Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which is due out next month. The ensemble can be redeemed by anyone who set up a Sega account before March 7th. So what this means is next time you boot up a Sonic game or the next Persona, before you can get to the game, something's going to pop up and say, hey, sign in, bitch. And I'm not going to lie, on my single player games, that shit is fucking annoying because we already got to agree to the terms of service that I'm not going to read in the first place. But, you know, just be prepared to have some minor inconveniences in your Sega games. Like, oh, brother. And why? You might be asking, what they're trying to position this as like, oh, you can get free exclusive items. How often are you going to give exclusive items to where I need to make a Sega account? Who gives a fuck about this costume? The reason they're doing this is because they want to collect your data. They want to be able to go directly to the consumer. I just hope that this remains optional because this is, I'm not going to lie, it's annoying booting up EA games and having to fucking sign in half the damn time. Have you played The Man Who Erased His Name? I don't even know what the fuck that is. Hey, broke nigga, make an account. They're going to have a subscription service, so I bet. I wouldn't put it past them. Never forget, Sega used to have its own TV channel. That was a subscription service, so I wouldn't put it past them that Sega does it like some type of subscription service. It's more than possible. I got a little juice in this bitch. More data collection. Yay. I was just watching your Assassin's Creed video. Welcome, welcome, Paps. You don't know what a Like a Dragon man who's dressed? Nah, I don't. I never play that shit. How about allowing to transfer our data across any platform? That would require all the companies to work together. They're not going to do that. Last but not least, what I got for you in this section of articles. Can these pop-ups stop? What the fuck? Last but not least, what I got for you in this section of articles is we have an update from the Sparking Zero community, some of the biggest losers on the internet. We were just talking about them earlier. They called me all out of my name because I said this game was going to fail. You guys were going to stop playing it in a week, and I was right. And we just keep finding more evidence. And this viral video came across my For You page from this creator. Shout out to him for being honest. And one Freddy. It went viral. Let's just see what he has to say.
That $100 version of Sparking Zero. I remember having all this hype for the game. I paid the $100 version to play it 3 days early just to play the game for like a month and a half maybe. I really think like the most annoying part of the game was just the cheesers. I was tired of, having a Broly go sparking mode, literally spamming key blasts at me until he got close enough to range to where he could do his unblockable ultimate. Or playing against any type of character who had after image strike, bro. You're basically untouchable for however long the thing is. The only reason that I wasn't too mad about me buying the game for the $100 version is because I made a video about my experience playing the game 3 days early. The video took off crazy. They're like 800,000 views. So I got paid. You feel what I'm saying? I got paid back just the amount that I spent on the game and then some. But then it's like, damn, what about the people who did the exact same thing as me, but they don't do content, they don't post on TikTok, so they literally wasted $110 or however much it was. I forgot the dollar.
I remember somebody in the comment section called me an idiot because I didn't get the $100 version. Mind you, this is after I explained that Amazon lost my copy. But it's crazy because what he just said was basically what I said word for word. I said, this game's okay, but you guys waited like 15 years for it, and all you guys do is spam Vanish. You guys play the same 5 characters. The community's toxic. It's boring as an esport. All you did was fly up and down with the androids. Got called out my name because I said I didn't want to deal with you stinky Hawaiian punch drinking, Hawaiian t-shirt wearing. I go to DreamCon to try to holler at the cosplay chicks, but never get no pussy ass niggas. You niggas is losers. Just so we're clear, I'm not talking about this creator. Shout out to him for taking accountability, understanding that he took a L. Also, shout out to him because he managed to make his money back because he's a hustler. I'm talking about all you broke ass bitch ass niggas, not him. I will continue to slander this community so long as new information and developments come across my table. I will never stop kicking the can. Anime community takes another L. Anyways, he said people treating this game like it's a competitive game was the problem. I tried to tell them it was a game that was supposed to be for fun, but motherfuckers didn't listen. All right, let me change my account so we can go into the sub box real quick, fast, in a curry. Go to my main account. Boom. This nigga's funny. I'm being real. That's what it is. All right, what else we got? New Star Wars movie, yeah. Project. Can we stop with these fucking headsets? Nobody wants to buy this shit. They dropped a $4,000 headset that nobody bought except for Cammy. And she knows she won't admit it, but she'll regret it. She regrets it. I'll admit it for her. Samsung Unpacked 2025 in 14 minutes. They got new Samsung shit. Oh, this one's in 10 minutes. Even better. Yeah, the Apple headset. Remember that shit was $4,000. It was $3,500 with taxes. So that should go in the chat. You said okay, but you didn't say. You said I do not. Yeah, okay. You go. I understand. You spent a lot of money. You gonna defend it to the day you die. Still nothing to do on it though. Still nothing to do with it. You just be looking at that headset. That should be collecting dust. Alwyn, I don't really see nothing interesting in the sub box except for this Samsung event. We got the Phantom Blade Zero. I'm unbothered. Okay. What's your battery at on your headset? What the battery at? Probably 100% because you ain't used it in 3 weeks. Yeah, there's nothing interesting going on. All right, I'll check out the Samsung thing and then get on the game.
Galaxy S25 introduces the most intuitive, the most natural, the most personalized Galaxy experiences ever. It understands
1.5.
not only your commands, but also your intentions.
How does Galaxy AI anticipate what I need and when I need it?
We're getting a fresh update on the
The personal data engine organizes information into a knowledge graph tailored to you by understanding your context, preferences, and routines. One UI 7 is designed for the era of mobile AI. It's seamlessly integrated into the core of the operating system.
You messing with the Switch too?
Services,
yeah, I'll get one.
Interactions across apps
it's my
speak
job.
the same language, delivering a more fluid and personalized experience across multiple contexts.
Next.
For images, One UI 7 provides AI-based visual experiences to help you create and edit. So if you're looking at a photo that a friend sent, Drawing Assist will suggest edits or generate images for you to send back directly from your screen and without having to open any additional.
In what context would I ever do this? Next.
Galaxy S25 to find a photo of Max from last winter in a red coat eating cake. Our large language model breaks down the question to the time period, main subject, and details. So for this specific photo, my gallery app will narrow down the search to last winter, then look for photos of Max within that time period.
Slop.
Then, using our vision language model, it'll pull up the most relevant photos that satisfy in a red coat eating cake. With natural language models built in, the Galaxy S25 series delivers true multimodality.
In what universe am I pulling up an old picture of my dog and saying, you know what, I want to change the color of the shirt on it?
Thanks for the
and then the crazy part is they'll stand on stage, right? They'll stand on stage and they'll try to justify this shit costing $5,000, bro. I'm not doing this.
Last year, on this very stage with Google, we unveiled Circle to Search, a powerful way to search anything, your screen, without switching apps.
You know what my puppy needs? A red shirt. What the fuck are you talking about?
Expanded across Galaxy phones, tablets, and foldables, and continues to add new capabilities, like one-tap actions based on contextual understanding. Circle to Search can now automatically identify if there's a phone number, email address, or URL, even as part of an image, and understand that you may want to make a call, send an email, or open a website. Now with AI overviews, it delivers quick and helpful search results using generative AI, making it easier to explore memes, art, and gadgets with a single gesture.
Gemini Live on Galaxy S25 offers a glimpse into the future of AI agents that understand what you see and what you say.
Multimodal AI will transform how we interact with all our devices, with smartphones and wearables, to new form factors like multifold and XR devices.
Now, the Apple Vision just failed. Why are y'all making one?
We announced with Google in
I thought
December.
you love AI. I use AI for information. Like that, what they just showed right there, that can be of use. But I mainly use AI for information. Other than that, like I'm not changing the color of my puppy shirt. My dog doesn't wear clothes because I'm not a dog parent. I have a dog. I'm not one of those people in LA who puts their dog. First of all, my dog's too damn big. And also he has 4 legs. I just think it's really weird that people put their dog in strollers. It has 4 legs. It is I have a domestic. Come here. Hey. Y'all see that? I have a wolf in my house. Why would I ever put that on him? Yes, they put him in stroller. Yo, the funniest shit, it was like a week and a half ago. I had ordered some food and I'm waiting like in front of my building and this lady hops out the car and I swear to, this is a true story. She hops out of her car. I'm sitting there, you know, I'm not really watching her, but she's kind of, you know, my vision. So it's kind of it's hard not to see her. Don't sneeze on me, nigga. I was just saying hi. She hops out the car. She goes into the trunk and she pulls a stroller out, right? And she pulls a stroller out. Then she opens the back seats. And I'm thinking she's about to pull a child out, right? She's taking her time. She pulls 2 dogs out and puts them in the stroller. And then she turns around and looks at me like I'm the weirdo. I'm just like, what is wrong with you people? That's 8 legs between all of them. 8. And then they wonder why they dogs are so damn fat. We don't got a fat dog, right? We go exercise. Me and my dog go running, bro. Like, bro, I feel like it's a disservice. Like, let dogs be dogs. That's what they like to be. Just like I like to be 100% nigga.
Define the operating system, user interface, and hardware. These upcoming XR devices with multimodal AI will change how we interact with the physical and virtual worlds. Interactions will be more natural and intuitive, and we can't wait to share more details later this year.
We're offering our most advanced performance ever on the Galaxy S25
More gigawatts.
series. We teamed up with Qualcomm Technologies on the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, a customized AP engineered to unleash unparalleled mobile performance. This integrated powerhouse ensures quicker load times, faster app execution speeds, and smoother graphic rendering.
Yeah, nigga, we know. More gigawatts.
Even in HD Plus or FHD Plus modes, you'll be able to enjoy high-definition content with sharp, lifelike details. ProScaler intelligently boosts image quality.
Upscaling images, yep. I'm gonna be honest, nobody want to see your ugly-ass mama in fucking 8K. Keep that shit in 1080p.
We're excited to provide you with more depth and control in your photos with Virtual Aperture, which uses advanced software to deliver an experience once exclusive to professional cameras. In one simple movement, you can widen the aperture to add dimension, or narrow the aperture to capture the foreground and background in sharp detail, creating a powerful photo that brings everything together. And if you'd like to create a certain mood...
Is aperture not on every camera already?
Galaxy S25 series features stunning filters developed using deep learning from film camera photography. Galaxy S25 even lets you create your own custom look, inspired by any photo you love. Advanced AI in the Galaxy S25 recognizes the color tone, saturation, and brightness in the selected photo, then creates a personal filter for you to use. From there, you can fine-tune the look of your photo.
I guess that's cool, but it's more so like, when would I ever use this?
Contrast, saturation, and more until it matches your creative vision. Of course, getting that perfect shot is all about timing. With Galaxy S25, AI can analyze each frame of motion photos to identify and recommend everyone's best look. You can pick a face where their eyes are open. Now everyone's got their best shot. With the upgraded...
I gotta see it. I gotta see it. Like, I don't trust that shit, chat. That's a cool feature. My problem is they didn't show a real world. Like, I want to see a live example. I want to see 3 people on stage, everybody make a different face, and then make the AI pick the best faces and switch them up. But you didn't do that. That was a video.
Now everyone's got their best shot. With the upgraded AP, we're bringing unrivaled nightography to videos. When filming a video, Galaxy S25 can now precisely detect moving and stationary subjects and apply the best noise reduction for each, capturing clear video even in low light.
A home is so much more than the devices in it. It's about the people and pets that you love. That's the heart of Galaxy AI and smart things. And that makes it easier to support the loved ones in your home through automation and personalized routines, even when you're away. If you're a pet parent, you've probably wondered about what your pets are doing when you're not home. With Smart Things, you can check in on your pets when you're away. If they seem lonely or bored, you can even keep them company by turning
Probably wondering what your pets are doing while you're away. Nigga waiting for me. I know what he's doing. Like,
on their favorite channel. Smart Things will also help you look after your pet's well-being, offering insights into their activity and overall wellness. We're actively collaborating on pet healthcare services, and we're excited to announce that pre-vet consultations will be available soon in the United States.
Another subscription service. No, thank you.
You'll be able to ask a vet questions about your pet's health and get answers based on your pet's health records. We know that taking good care of yourself, your home, and your loved ones requires energy. To help lessen the load, Smart Things provides meaningful insights to help you conserve it.
Some be running around and shit. Well, obviously, but he presented it as what your pet is doing. I know what my pet is doing because mine is well behaved. I also have a security camera. He just be waiting for me. Now, just because you got a badass dog, don't mean I do. Badass dog scratching up the wall and the couch while you away. That ain't my dog, dude.
Smart Things will be able to help you manage your home energy consumption, suggesting actionable energy-saving options in an easy, insightful way.
Just when you think you've seen it all, the show isn't over. A culmination of our most innovative technology, packed into a form that's sleek, powerful, and unlike anything you've seen before. Introducing Galaxy S25 Edge.
It's funny because 90% of Samsung users ain't using most of these features. I didn't see anything in here. Like, I hate to break it to y'all, but Samsung is no different than Apple. I didn't really see anything that warrants the big price tag here. Yeah, more power to you, Samsung S25. Yeah, big fat yarn. I'll be sticking to my iPhone 13. I don't see a reason to upgrade. I'm getting to that point in my life where I don't really see a point in upgrading any of this shit. Like, I need a feature that really excites me from like either side. Because if it don't work, as long as I can call and text, that's all that matters. What encouraged you to get a dog? My mother. I like dogs too. I mean, he's my fourth dog I've had in my life. I genuinely do like, I love animals. I just don't talk about it. But yeah, I love animals. I love animals and children. Another side comes out of me that you don't really get to see. But yeah, my mother told me that I needed a pet. She said I needed companionship during COVID because I was like in the house by myself. So she said, yeah, you need companionship. It's been a while since you had a dog, but I didn't really want to get one during COVID, and then I moved here, and then I couldn't because I was busy with my TV show. And then after G4 fell apart, I literally was just walking around the office. I was like, I'm about to get a dog and go on hikes and shit. Fuck you niggas, bro. So, you know, yeah, man's best friend. Man's best friend. It brings out the kid in you, the silly shit. And he keeps me honest. Another reason I got him too is he's my running partner. He keeps me honest because like he's a border collie, so like he runs at a fast pace and they're just high energy. So he keeps me honest. Like, you know how you be working out and slacking off and shit like that. I'm not like that when I weight lift, but like, yeah, it helps push me when I'm running. So that's another reason. He's utility to me as well because he keeps me honest.